Is this going to be like sort of Mary Poppins, where you're really strict at the beginning and then we grow to love you?
Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 best British banter on TV.
You didn't bank anything. What a hopeless bunch you are.
Have we done this before?
Yeah. Do you like him? Anybody actually like him?
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
For this list, we'll be looking at the series and game shows that fire on all cylinders when it comes to insults, back and forths, and sheer quick-wittedness. Seen your favourite show on this list, or is there something you think is even funnier? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10, never mind the Buzzcocks.
Oh, Donnie's put sunglasses on. That'll tell Thatcher.
Sometimes informative, usually cruel, and always super entertaining, this cult status TV show is the perfect way to kick off our list. A celebrity panel show with a music theme, its most popular rounds included contestants humming and guessing song intros, and picking out former musicians from police-style identity lineups. It was the full-throttle banter, however, that it became known for.
We're not at a fireworks display.
Well, you know, there are a few old bangers.
Throughout the 2000s, there was a string of hosts who would always pick on one unfortunate guest. But no host gave it more than Simon Amstell, whose antics even caused a panellist, the now notorious Preston from the band Ordinary Boys, to storm off. Oops.
The photo shoot was for the Daily Mail, which made me feel really posh and upmarket.
Oh, you bought me. I'll see you later. I can't do
What?
this. Sorry.
Oh, no, Preston, come
I'm
on.
seriously going home.
Preston, we're having fun.
Fine.
Come on, Preston.
Number 9, A League of Their Own.
At Tottenham, they were back when my dad first went there as a manager. The kit men weren't allowed to have milk. They had to pay for their own milk with a cup of tea.
Sorry, the question was, do you get through a lot of eggs?
A sports-based celebrity panel show, which is a bit like A Question of Sport, but for a younger generation, this long-running banter fest has had some hilarious moments, with various comedians acting as host, initially with the love him or hate him James Corden at the helm. Ramesh Ranganathan is now the latest to wrangle the guests and provide jokes aplenty.
I think that knock has straightened it out.
My eye?
Yeah, it does look a bit genuinely.
The team captains, former Liverpool midfielder Jamie Redknapp and all-round former England cricketer Freddie Flintoff provide some cracking banter between them, creating a show with the perfect mixture of silly, raucous and fun. Who says sports stars can't be funny?
I think that was like a don't use Botox commercial. I mean, so untouched and sweet. And now we've got this Frankenstein's monster in front of us.
Number 8, Weakest Link.
You don't know.
Oh, of course
You're
I
just
do.
pretending you know what Rumpy Pumpy is.
OK, and you'll just have to show me after the show.
No stranger to controversy, Anne Robinson's no-holds-barred approach to hosting this quiz show certainly helped make it so popular. Whether it was picking on a contestant's appearance or giving them a cold, hard stare for giving a wrong answer, her reputation as an ice queen became iconic throughout its successful 17-year run.
Do you think they made you Humpty Dumpty because of your voice?
Possibly. My acting skills might have come there, and also my shape.
Carrying a real head teacher vibe, contestants could only stand there hanging their heads as Robinson unleashed the insults.
You didn't bank anything. What a hopeless bunch you are.
Number 7, Mock the Week.
Kim turned to Andy and said, "Yes, of course I will." Andy said, "Thank you for making me the happiest man in the world."
What more would you expect from a show frequented and hosted entirely by comedians? Not only are the jokes offensive and the banter between panellists thick and fast, but it also contains mini stand-up routines and bags of pure, non-stop liquid satire.
And it's gold for Ireland!
Tearing apart public figures, royalty, celebrities, politicians, each other, and quite often the host, Dara O'Brien, shots are constantly being fired in all directions, and many complaints have been made along the way by shocked TV audiences. Well, it does have the word mock in the title after all.
I revealed a weakness in front of 6 comedians, and I thought, there's a group that'll help me through this.
Number 6, Have I Got News For You? From one satire show to another, this vintage news-based panel show has been a BBC mainstay for over 30 years now.
Anybody here like it? Do you like him? Anybody actually like him?
The banter banter between supposed polar opposite team captains Paul Merton and Ian Hislop is one of the programme's driving forces, as well as the lampooning of world politicians and other famous people.
What do TV presenters know about politics?
About as much as politicians know about presenting television shows.
Being a BBC show, it often gets complaints about bias from both sides. However, no one is safe on it, not even the guest hosts, which include controversial politician figure Nigel Farage and even the now UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson.
Good evening and welcome to Have I Got News For You? My name is Boris Johnson, and when I first appeared as a guest on this show, I complained that the whole thing was scripted and fully rehearsed. I'd now like to complain in the strongest possible terms that it isn't.
Number 5, Taskmaster.
Have we done this before?
Yeah.
Who'd have thought that a show purely based on famous faces performing ridiculous tasks like getting a wheelie bin containing a teammate across an obstacle course without speaking English, or trying to impress the Mayor of Chesham could be so entertaining?
Have you got anything else on the impressive scale apart from Clippos and beer?
15 quid.
Okay, all of us. But it's not just the concept that makes it so addictive to watch, it's the solid gold banter as well. The contestants always bring a high level of lols along with some friendly, not friendly competition and trash talking. And then there is the host Greg Davies, who can be brutal, especially to co-host and show creator Alex Horne.
I mean, you know, 8 series, that is the first funny thing you've done.
Number 4, Would I Lie to You?
I really hope he can't do it.
With Rob Brydon, David Mitchell and Lee Mack at the heart of this quiz show with a twist, we are never far away from witty wisecracks and off-the-cuff quips.
So what does the D stand for in your name?
What does the D stand for in my name? None of your business.
The aim of the show is for panellists to determine whether or not someone on the opposite team is telling the truth about something they've just read out about themselves, with the ensuing inquisition and picking apart of stories taking us on a one-way trip to Banter Town. Sometimes the lies have us fooled, other times the tall tales all get a bit ridiculous.
Got strong thighs, this boy. Yeah, and you've got a very bony bum.
Number 3, the Big Fat Quiz of the Year. What feels more British than a good old quiz? This popular annual event, hosted by the king of banter, Jimmy Carr, has a proper pub quiz vibe. From the funny team names to the quizmaster failing to keep control.
I don't know, I thought they were shit.
It provides some solid banter year upon year, with plenty of arguments, debates and competitiveness thrown in too. Each quiz looks back on the events of the past year with a true comic spin, and there is always plenty of leverage for jokes.
Who managed to set a new world record after spending 71 days crying in the B&Q? Richard and Noel, what have you put as your answer to this question?
Your mum.
And if you're lucky, you might even catch a glimpse of Channel 4 newsreader Jon Snow doing a spot of dad dancing. Number 2, 8 out of 10 cats.
It's more of a toggle, isn't it?
You said it!
I've seen you walk.
This weekly celebrity panel show looks towards opinion polls, surveys and statistics to dissect the British public. The result? Banter by the barrelful, with non-stop shade being thrown across the studio floor. The host, that man again, Jimmy Carr, gives it out like a pro, with guests and team captains firing back just as frequently, making it one of the best British banter fests on TV.
Sean, do you like your voice?
Well, the problem with me is not my voice, it's usually what I've said.
Its successful spin-off, 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown, carries on in the same vein, with rude word games making it feel like a group of mates playing Scrabble on a night out.
Susie has written 14 books about the derivations of words, and you can find them all in your local library. Just ask for the Sleepy Go Bye-Bye section.
Number 1, Top Gear.
The ones who are in there for a bit of tax dodging. Yeah. I bet 80% have got jags. You know what I mean, eh?
If British banter culture had a physical form, it would take the shape of this show. In terms of jokes and insults, it puts its foot down, revs up, and goes from 0 to 60 in seconds.
And that if he worked for CNN, he wouldn't get such pitifully low ratings that his show got cancelled.
Its most notorious and controversial lineup of Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond and James May constantly bounced off each other and took their let's say, colourful brand of banter across the world, which would occasionally land them in hot water.
There's a gang. Nationalists, whatever, believe that the Falklands are Argentinian, they don't like the British, and they're in the hotel. Oh, we're stuck in here and we don't know what's going on.
The most recent group to take the wheel don't fall short either, showing that Top Gear will forever be the home of British TV banter.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo UK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.